guess this is the first test of this mic to see if it works. Trying to hopefully find a somewhat empty parking lot. That's one thing that's really nice about the Grom. You don't need a big space to practice wheelies. Well, I guess depending on what you're trying to do. Straight line stuff, obviously you still want something long. But right now, I'm still trying to get sit-down circles. I can kind of almost do them. But every time I go like a day or not even without doing them, I gotta relearn it all over again, especially if I've been riding my DRZ or something. That one wasn't bad. Sit-down circles on the Grom have got to be one of the most fun wheelies you can do, though. Once you actually kind of get in the circle, the only thing that sucks is if you try and save it, and if you usually you can stop yourself from like high siding by just giving it more gas and bringing the front end up, but sometimes that still doesn't work, or if you like panic and hit the brake right after you do that, then you just high side yourself out. Luckily the Grom's not too big, so it's not a big deal. But if it was a bigger bike, I probably would have broken my ankle by now. See, like that, I leaned in way too much. I don't know, I guess I just needed more gas. One thing that seems to really help for these circles is if you remember to look like down and in. I know pretty much everyone says don't look at the ground for like anything bike related, but see, like now I'm not looking at the ground. I'm pretty sure these people have cameras here. They probably think I'm absolutely retarded, just spinning in circles. It is very weird. It seems like you have to like weight the outside of the seat with your ass cheek for the circle, like once you start getting into it, and you gotta lean back. For the longest time I was stuck trying to do these and I'd just do like this, like really hunched forward, just bike straight up and just either stall it or have to use the clutch. But then, I don't know, I just tried leaning back and it seems like that's the way to go. I don't know if that's right, but feels correct. But yeah, so if you're trying to learn sit-down circles on a Grom and you're struggling doing this and just like, you know, not tipping into it, try leaning back a little and don't stall it. And look like kind of at the ground, like kind of like next to your knee, I guess. That's where I'm looking. Once I get used to it, I'm assuming I'll be able to look pretty much anywhere, like with stand-up circles. But for now, look at the ground, I guess. I don't know. Unfortunately, the parking lot that I usually go to kind of got, well, not shut down, but They closed the gate now because people were doing burnouts and shit in their parking lot and it pissed them off. So don't do burnouts in parking lots unless you have permission or you'd never want to go back there. Just don't do burnouts in people's parking lots, I guess. Probably an unpopular opinion, but I mean, burnouts, they're alright, I guess, but there's like a time and place. How many times can you go to a parking lot and do a straight line roller? As I'm just practicing spinning around in the exact same circles over and over. Guess I can't talk. But at least I'm not leaving a trace. Let's try a stand up. That's where I always mess up when I get onto the seat if I haven't done one in a while. The Grom is super wobbly. I also have like 30 psi in the rear tire right now, which is probably not helping me with stability, but it seems to help make the sit-down circles consistent. Let's try a stand-up again. Alright. Seat stander. Ralph Louis. Back to staggered. And like a half spin, quarter spin. Whoa. It's extremely hot out, and now I'm dizzy. I feel like the ground's not that sloped here, and it really messes me up. Still fun, even if I'm only getting like 1.5 circles. Whoa, that was a pretty good one. So I think on that note, I'm at least gonna get out of this parking lot because it's fucking hot. At least I kind of landed it, I guess, if that's what you want to say, you know. All right, done with the woods.